Part of what it takes to grow is modernizing the resources that thousands of people rely on. That's the case for University City. Years ago, U-City leadership decided it needed new life and a much larger tax base because the small town wasn't growing through rezoning and eminent domain. Homes and businesses were taken, opening the door for new growth. Welcome into First Alert Forward. I'm John Kipper. Well, a new Target will be opening soon. A Costco is buzzing, and a Dierbergs is taking up a large chunk of space on I-170 in Olive. So as new development appears to be moving forward, we're asking if what's already here is making enough money and if it was worth it to seize the assets that people once owned.
We want our sense of development there too.
Longtime University City resident Patricia McQueen says for years developers have ignored the Third Ward, the northern quarter of town that historically is heavily African American and historically disadvantaged. She says it sometimes looks like the neighborhoods are stuck in a time warp.
You don't see the developments that you see in some of the municipalities further west.
But in 2022, development came in a big way as Costco opened its doors in the northwest corner of the city off I-170.
And it hit and misses. So finally we got something that stuck.
Now that development, Market at Olive will soon welcome 2 more high-profile tenants. Target is expected to open in mid-May, and Dierbergs will also open soon. But the path to get these corporate giants into town was a long one.
It's not just a house, it is my home. And I don't want to go anywhere.
Back in 2018, when U-City was considering a big unnamed development project, residents were worried about losing their family homes and businesses, were bracing to move or even close.
It's not the first time that, hardworking people develop a neighborhood and then somebody walk in and demolish it.
Ultimately, some businesses were booted, but the city did not have to use eminent domain for homeowners.
The homeowners were pretty satisfied in reference to the deals that they were making.
Wayne Smotherson, councilman for the area, has been involved in the development from the get-go, and he says it's exceeded expectations.
We have people coming from North County, West County, and the city, and even Illinois.
And all that money coming in, going into city coffers. But as a part of the development plan, they're reinvesting some of that money back into Ward 3.
The people that have been here a long time, they deserve to have improvements made in the Third Ward, but also in their neighborhoods.
According to U-City's website, the commercial activity at the Market at Olive is expected to generate $15 million for the Third Ward. $5 million goes to helping the business activity, and $10 million gets invested into the neighborhoods. Smotherson says they already have $5 million of the neighborhood money, and they'll soon start using it to focus on housing. While details aren't complete, for one, they'll spend the money on repairs to homes owned by residents, as well as using some of the cash on some type of down payment assistance program for home buyers. Smotherson adds they'll also hope to demolish derelict homes. All of this is to bring home values in the Third Ward up.
And that's what we're really focusing on, is stabilization of the values in the Third Ward.
With this Third Ward revitalization, is the idea to add new residents to it or just reinforce the ones that are already there?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. You have to have both.
McQueen, who was on the Third Ward Neighborhood Revitalization Task Force, which after hearing from residents submitted recommendations to the council, says the city needs to seek out different types of new housing in the Third Ward.
Things change. People move out. Then we want to attract new residents. That's tax base.
There could be lessons to learn. The area around National Geospatial in North St. Louis has not seen much development for years.
That's an example of taking a laissez-faire attitude and just assuming that with that level of investment, the market would respond.
SLU demographer Ness Sandoval says cities need to be intentional in aiding development around a project. And McQueen says residents also need to be a part of the equation long term.
We can't do it on our own. We have to intentionally listen to what the citizens want.
A city spokesperson did not offer us the chance to speak to the mayor or anybody in the administration on camera, but he did offer us the chance to email in questions to the city. So we sent in questions via email, but we never heard back.
And as the city is expected to add to their coffers when Dierbergs and Target open up, McQueen says the money they get from the city is only a start.
It can only go so far, and it's over a longer period of time. So we're looking to leverage that with other funds.